This is how you remove or replace the springs on a Dacor oven. So here, the one down below would only close to about right there. And at first I thought it was the dampers, which are on the inside on the oven itself, but they actually connect to the springs, which are inside the door. So I'll take this apart. First thing you got to do, there's these little levers here that hook on to the dampener. This part's the dampener, and this part is the spring, and then this little lever here, you got to pull it back, which is this lever here. Basically that pulls the tension off of those springs, and then it kind of locks up there. And you'll see once you're actually taking it off, it'll make more sense. Start by taking off the screws on the bottom here. And those are T20, T25. The ones up top are longer, and that actually goes all the way through and holds the handle, so that handle will pop off once you have everything off. Then you switch to an Allen key to take off this is actually mounting to the spring itself. So that's 11 screws altogether. These here have a little washer on it that hold the actual spring itself. And then you just take off this black panel, and it's pretty heavy, so you got to be careful. So I flipped it over. Now we're looking at the inside, and there is the spring. It's got these covers on it, so I got to get a Phillips head and take that off. There's just a screw on the top and the bottom. Take that off. There's your spring, and just pull it out and pop the new ones back in and reverse it. Just unpack the new ones here. I got these on Amazon for like 55 bucks. The spring part is going to be a little greasy, so be careful touching it. So I'm not sure what the difference is. The new one is 1H. The old one is OJ. But you can see they're identical, made by the same company. And yeah. So putting the new ones in, just plop them into place. Put the covers back on. Got the cover screwed back in. So this, when I flip it over, this part here hooks into this little plate here on the top. So kind of start at the top, hook it in, and let it fall into place below. So to get the handle on, the screw has to go, in from the inside and out the back. So I stood it up so I could line the holes up better, make it a little easier to install. So now there's that little groove right there. I'm going to put this finger into that hole, and then the groove is going to rest right there on the receiver of that damper. This is where you got to be careful not to drop it. So I got the fingers in, but I got to slide it in so it rests. Now it's resting, and I can pull the door down, flip these little tabs back up, and now see if this works. Perfect. That's awesome. So it fixed it. Before it would stay open somewhere around in there, but now the springs are tight enough to pull it in closed. Good luck.